All right. This is the story of the law-related baby shark. And see, I did it for you. Everyone here, you see the reaction that this song gets from people in chat. Everybody hates it. It's earwormy. People are freaking out. Now, here is the story. Jail employees charged for playing Baby Shark on repeat.
Cruel and unusual punishment. I love it.
But this story has a fucking dark ending to it.
Oh, shit. Okay. Hang on. Let me pour some more Blantons.
I need to pour some more too. How are we on the okay? We're about $30 shy of a third just rando shot. But until then, I'll enjoy the Maker's Mark cask strength. Cask strength unknown because it has no label.
This shit's good.
It is. All right. Ex-jail employee charged for playing Baby Shark on repeat. Oklahoma City, 2 former Oklahoma jail employees, and their supervisor face misdemeanor cruelty charges. After investigators found they forced inmates to stand handcuffed for hours and listen to the children's song Baby Shark on repeat, a prosecutor said Monday.
Holy shit, let the poor bastards out. They've done their due diligence.
At least 4 inmates were secured to a wall with their hands cuffed behind them while the song played on a loop at a loud volume for hours, the Oklahoman reported. The separate incidents occurred in November and December, according to court records. Aussie Pineapple Slushy, you say that's hilarious. Wait until you hear how this story ends.
Oh, someone's clawed something out.
All right. Here we go. I got this with hair that's tickling my nose. All right. The misdemeanor charges were filed Monday. Again, thank you, advertisement. That helped. The misdemeanor charges were filed Monday against former Oklahoma County jail employees Cornell Gregory Butler Jr. and Christian Charles Miles, both 21, and their supervisor, Christopher Raymond Hendershot, 50.
Okay, so this brilliant idea came from the mind of two 21-year-olds, is what we're saying.
I would guess. Yeah, that's what it seems like. Is this how we got Noriega out of his house? Essentially, weren't they playing Metallica? I think they were playing Metallica for Noriega, if I remember correctly. But it's unfortunate that I just love this. This is the DA. It was unfortunate that I could not find a felony statute to fit this fact scenario. Even the district attorney wanted to bring felony charges against them for playing Baby Shark on repeat for hours. I would have preferred filing a felony on this behavior. Butler and Miles are accused of imposing the discipline, and Hendershot is accused of knowing about it but not stopping it, the newspaper reported. Court records do not list an attorney for any of them. Sheriff P.D. Taylor said Monday that Butler and Miles resigned during an internal investigation and that Hendershot retired. We don't tolerate it, Taylor said of this mistreatment. We always did an excellent job policing ourselves. The Baby Shark song gained huge popularity 2 years ago after the company Pinkfong released its first video online. The video has since been viewed more than 6.5 billion times.
And like half of that's for my daughter.
Oh, God, I feel so bad for you. Well, see, now what happened? What happened here? Now is where our story takes a dark turn. One of those people that was chained to the wall and forced to listen to Baby Shark on repeat loudly for hours, filed a lawsuit against the peeps. He filed a lawsuit. But then, just recently, a new story came to light. And that would be... Where is it? Here we go. This is the dark turn. Share. Dead Oklahoma inmate was suing over Baby Shark claim. This is one of the guys. An Oklahoma City inmate found dead in his cell over the weekend was a plaintiff in a lawsuit against the county, alleging that in 2019, he and other inmates were tortured by jail employees who forced them to repeatedly listen to the children's song Baby Shark for hours. John Basco, 48, was found unresponsive in his cell early Sunday morning. Oklahoma.
Did they try playing the song?
Oklahoma County Detention Center officials said in a news release. He was pronounced dead after jail workers began life-saving efforts, they said. Basco's death is the 14th this year at the jail.
Whoa, okay.
Which has faced criticism over inmate deaths, escapes, and other incidents. So we have a jail cell where 13 other people have died this year. Now, dude that's suing former jailers ends up dead in his jail cell.
That's a little too convenient. When there's 13 other deaths, that's, yeah, no.
Wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
Jail spokesman Mark Upgrande said that there were no obvious signs of foul play and that investigators will look into the possibility of a drug overdose in jail. The state medical examiner's office will determine the cause of death. Basco, who was booked into jail Thursday on a drug trafficking complaint, and this was September 13th. So that was what day was September 13th? September 13th was
Tuesday, 3 weeks ago.
So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. He was in jail for only 5 days.
And then all of a sudden he's wound up dead.
Yep. He sues them. He gets picked up again, goes to jail, and mysteriously dies 5 days later. He was among a group of inmates suing the county and federal court for allegedly being handcuffed to a wall and forced to listen to the song Baby Shark on repeat for hours during a separate incident in 2019. Jail lieutenant retired and 2 detention officers were fired in connection to the incidents, and all 3 faced misdemeanor charges. Basco's attorney, Cameron Spradling, told the Oklahoman that he found the circumstances surrounding Basco's death, quote, disturbing, and called for the preservation of all evidence as the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation's probe of it unfolds. I'm really bothered by this, Spradling said. One of the Baby Shark victims is conveniently dead within 3 days of his arrival. I guess, okay. Within 3 days of his arrival at jail. How does that happen? District Attorney David Prater just lost one of his witnesses for the upcoming criminal trial. For me, this one does not pass the smell test. Oklahoma prison records show Basco had a long history of criminal convictions in Oklahoma County dating back to the mid-1990s, mostly for drug, property, and firearms crimes. He was sentenced to 10 years in prison for a second-degree murder conviction in 2000 and was released in 2007, records show. So here we have the rant of, okay, you're an asshole if you're tying a guy to the wall and making him listen to Baby Shark for hours on end. You deserve to be fired. You probably deserve to be up for some sort of violation of the Geneva War Crimes Convention. But it's really suspicious that 3 days after this guy ends up back in jail, that the dude who is suing former jail employees, including a former superior, ends up dead in his jail cell alone 3 days later. That I think does not pass the smell test, as his lawyer said.
So much for no foul play. It doesn't sound right in the slightest.
It doesn't, does it? And that's why they're saying the making a murderer, Stephen Avery. They're saying that's why he's back in prison. He gets out and sues them for millions of dollars for wrongfully putting him away for 18 years. And then mysteriously, a short time later, he ends up back in jail on another murder charge. Yeah. Hugh Neutron says it's not foul play. It's just straight up murder. Wow.
I'm sure they're going to be investigating that one really hard too. Like, that's just, I mean, what happens in this sort of circumstance? Is there procedures in place to make sure that the third party steps in to conduct the investigation, or is it going to be people within the prison?
I would hope it would be the DA and people. I mean, that's wild. I hope it'd be the outside. I don't know, but geez. Wow. End of that rant. That was a lighthearted rant, but a rant nonetheless. What do y'all think of that one? Bet you didn't see that one coming, did ya?
Prototypo. They would have gotten away with it if it weren't for those meddling sharks.
Nice. That was pretty good. I like that. All right.
So they don't do anything. 14 inmates have died this year. Want to talk about the last 5 years? God, I'd hate to see what the murder rate the death rate in that prison be in the last 5 years.
Yeah, and this was it wasn't even October yet. So you could
Jesus, so what's that over 9 months? So that's math I can't do because I'm too far gone. 14 over 9. 1.5 deaths a month over the last 9 months.
That's probably a lot.
Yeah. That's a lot, especially for a prison where they're supposed to be keeping people safe for themselves, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, jails are usually much rougher than prisons, because once you get to prison, you're settled in and you're resigned to whatever your fate is. But that's still, I mean, I would guess that like more than one a year would be a cause for concern. I'll give you one. Just for statistical reasons, I'll give you one death. After one, I start asking
for the margin
questions.
of error.
Yeah.